While Canada was hit by hefty import taxes on steel and aluminum this week, officials are still working to stave off earlier threats of more tariffs. The Prime Minister's office announced yesterday they had appointed a fentanyl czar to address President Trump's concerns, who will work with the RCMP and Canada border security agents to disrupt the flow of the drug. Tessa Bennett joins us with more on this. Tessa, who was chosen for this role?
Manisa, Kevin Brosseau, a former senior Mountie and national security advisor to Justin Trudeau, has been given the title of fentanyl czar. He spent his first day on the job checking border ports in eastern Ontario alongside the country's public safety minister.
And remember that this is a public health issue. It's an international issue. It's a law enforcement issue. It's a prosecution issue.
While Canada battles the newly imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum put in place by President Trump, the country is responding to his earlier tariff threats by appointing a fentanyl czar, a position relatively new to Canadian politics.
I don't know of any case where the czar term or any czar official has been used in Canada. I think it's unique in the United States, which sort of makes this an interesting and unprecedented time.
This is one of the measures taken by Justin Trudeau's government to quell the concerns from the White House about the flow of fentanyl across the border into America, of which Trudeau says Canada contributes less than 1%. In a statement from the Prime Minister's office, former Mountie Kevin Brosseau was appointed to the position.
And the benefit of having Kevin Brosseau in this job is that he's hitting the ground running with extensive experience, frontline RCMP policing, intelligence work, security work, Canada-US relationship. We intend to move forward. We have a strong northern border. We're going to make it stronger.
Brosseau spent much of Wednesday along the Canada-US border in Ontario alongside the country's public safety minister.
It was important to start my first day here at a working port to meet the people on the ground firsthand who are actually doing the work.
Brosseau was a senior law enforcement officer with the RCMP with more than 20 years on the force and Trudeau's deputy national security and intelligence advisor. He studied at the University of Alberta before receiving a graduate degree from Harvard in corporate and Indigenous law. The release from Trudeau's office says he will work with counterparts in the States and other law enforcement agencies to, quote, accelerate Canada's ongoing work to detect, disrupt, and dismantle the fentanyl trade.
Czars don't just have kind of a policy purpose, right? They're not there just to execute some kind of public policy area, right? Whether it's the border, immigration, healthcare, you name it. There's a political purpose to them.
Elsewhere, Canada's premiers have made the trip to Washington to continue to push back against the tariffs facing the country from Trump's administration. This meeting with business groups and Republican lawmakers marks the first time all 13 premiers have traveled to the American capital together.
What success looks like is zero tariffs. We're their largest trading partner. We're their #1 customer. And I'm not too sure if they fully understand the impact on both countries, both sides of the border.
It comes after a White House official confirmed Trump's newest tariff threat of 25% on steel and aluminum would stack on top of other duties in place, which in some cases could mean a tax of 50%.
Make no mistake about it. The president knows we're here. He knows we're concerned. He knows we're working across the aisle, no matter if it's Democrat or Republican. We just want to move forward.
Canada's premiers also visited the White House today, meeting with some of Trump's senior advisors to sway the president away from imposing the blanket tariffs on Canadian goods, which are set to take effect in early March.